Hey, welcome to Sue Rogers Unedited. It is tax season. How many of you guys like paying taxes? I'm gonna guess zero. And I've had conversations with people of older generations that talk about, I don't mind paying taxes for the roads and for schools and where we think our tax dollars are supposed to be going. But if you've been paying attention the last multiple years now, like I have, I honest to God have zero idea where our taxes are going. Because I look around my city that I live in, and there's tweakers and drug addicts and people camping out on the sidewalks, which is a hazard to them and to the rest of us who are paying our fucking taxes. Like there should be somewhere, and yes, I'm gonna say it, there should be somewhere where they go. Potentially that they're there and they're locked up so that they can't get out. Because if it's someone who is a drug addict and they are high out of their mind, they could potentially jump out in front of my car, and now I have to pay for damage to my fucking car that I already pay taxes on to buy and to drive and registration. And well, I don't pay for gas anymore because I have an electric car, which another topic for another time. But and yes, also bad potential injury to this person, and then this person is now potentially dead or injured and in a hospital that they don't have insurance to pay for medical care for, so our tax dollars supposedly are going to that too. Like it's a lose-lose situation for everyone. Also, up and down the Central Valley of California and multiple other places in California. And by the way, we pay the most fucking state taxes out of like, I think anyone. And our roads are trash, like potholes, constant never ending construction that doesn't really seem like it fixes anything either. And then you have the leftover residual lane change bullshit that they built to reroute the route temporarily while they're fixing it. And schools, don't even get me started on the public school system that our tax dollars are supposed to be funding, because those places are fucking awful. Awful. Public school that our tax dollars are supposed to be helping fund. When was the last time you were in a public school? It's terrible. Terrible. So here's what I'm getting at here with taxes. Like if you're gonna make me pay fucking taxes, federal taxes, state taxes, sales tax, property tax, motherfucker tax. I'm paying all these taxes, right? Property tax on the home that I already paid taxes on to buy. That money is being taxed out of my paycheck for my job that I gotta work to pay for to help pay to live. The more I've learned, the more I fully agree with taxation is theft. You guys, there was no federal income tax until 1913, and it was supposed to be temporary to help cover the cost of war. First of all, I don't want to pay for the cost of your fucking wars, but what are they really doing? Go down those rabbit holes. Like, what is war really accomplishing other than profit for the people involved in the military complex, in the manufacturing of the things needed for wars, and the people on both sides potentially pocketing money from all things profitable from war, which is terrible to think and say, but you guys, that is what is happening. Okay. I would like to designate, like, if you're going to make me pay taxes, if I'm going to have to spend my money paying fucking taxes, then I want to write the check and designate specifically where I am sending my tax dollars. I do not want my tax dollars going to some foreign fucking country to secure their borders or do whatever in their other country. Like, we have enough problems here in our own country that if I'm gonna pay taxes for this country, then I wanna write my check to exactly where I want my tax dollars to be spent. Easy solution, right? Like, you're gonna make me pay this bullshit, then I'm going to personally walk my check into whatever place, establishment that I want it to go to. So, for example, I would like to drive on some roads that aren't shitty. Like, can we just get fucking potholes fixed? I can't imagine that fixing a pothole is that complicated, right? So let me take my money, my tax money, and I'm going to pay it directly to the business that's gonna go fix that pothole in my town, in my fucking town, not in New York, not in Michigan, not in freaking Florida, like here in California, the state that I live in. That's where my fucking money should go, and it should go to what I think is important, not to what some politician, bureaucrat bullshit, motherfucker, whatever they want it to go to. No, it needs to go to exactly where I want it to go. If I were to still appreciate public schools, then I would want to take my check and go take my checkbook, take my cash, take whatever, and go directly to the school in my community that I wanted to support and ask them what they need and use my money to buy them what they need. Easy solution, right? Like, I want to designate my money to where in my community I want it to go, not to wherever some motherfucker at the top that doesn't live in the real world thinks that it should go, or to send it overseas. Not that you have to like Rand Paul, but go over to his Instagram account, because he posts the millions and millions of dollars of wasteful spending that our tax dollars get spent on. There was like millions of dollars spent on finding out, God, I wish I remembered some of these off the top of my head, but it's ridiculous things like how much animals do something, or like they're testing to see what rats do when they're on cocaine. That's where our tax dollars are going also. Wasteful spending on some bullshit. Like, who the fuck cares what rats do on cocaine? That's not my problem right now. My problem is I want some shit in my town fixed, okay? I want some facilities to be able to get the tweakers off the street so there's not a harm to those of us who are paying our fucking tax dollars, because we should be able to walk the streets safely with our children without having to worry about someone high off their fucking mind yelling and swearing and dropping their pants and shitting on the sidewalk and everything that's going on over in California. Like, those people have a problem and they should be put somewhere with someone who can actually help them deal with their problem and not just let them roam the streets, perpetuating the problem. So that's my solution. That's how I feel about taxes. They're bullshit, but if I'm gonna pay them, then I want to send them directly to the things that I see fit. What are your thoughts? Let me know, because I have a feeling that if you haven't already thought of this idea, you may be on board with it as well, because I imagine wherever you live in your community, there are things that you would rather see your money that you're paying taxes on and being forced to pay taxes on actually get put to good use. All right. Thank you for listening. As always, you can find me on my website, www.balancedlife.com. Over on Instagram, I've got the new Sue Rogers -unedited Instagram account for the podcast. Also at Balanced Day Life, and on Facebook at Balanced Day Life. So follow, like, subscribe, tag, share, comment, post, reshare. All of those things would be awesome. Appreciate you guys. Good luck with your taxes, and I'll see you on the next one.